Hello, everybody. Accureye here, and welcome to welcome back to another Street Fighter video. But welcome to also a bit of a Let's Talk series about timing on combos. And through this series, I will be spanning over a few different games as I am getting prepared for Dead or Alive 6. And due to me getting prepared for playing Dead or Alive 6, I thought it would be a perfect time to actually go over some of the tactics and some of the things I do when I'm practicing in the game to get better and even just to get prepared for, whoever I want to main as far as characters go. In this case, I'm going to be using Manat to show you these so-called timing. And for those of you who don't understand timing when it comes down to just playing the game, is timing. As you can see, there is a certain bar that you can reach. As you can see here, when I'm doing these things, you'll see here that I'm basically canceling out or doing the startup frames. And as you can see here, each move and each cancel will get more and more difficult. As you can see with Manat, when I'm practicing, it'll take time. Don't get me wrong. Sometimes it just is a matter of timing it to the point where you will see a certain success. And, and a certain point of like, oh yeah, okay, well that's how you do it. And again, this comes into reading frames and stuff, which again I will be talking about when it comes to this series. I will be talking about reading frames, but I will be going over this over the course of a few games that I have currently for fighting game wise, because I want you to know what it's like, what it is you're dealing with, because obviously, as you can see, there are times where, even for me, as you can see, I'm messing up. And, this is not because I'm bad at the game or, because I'm bad. But this is just because, understanding these frames can take some time. It does take a while to learn. And you'll see here, like, this is why practicing these combos and practicing is good offline, because it allows you to understand the timing of your characters and stuff, and it allows you to also understand what potential startups you want to make for that character to really be at their best, overall. And as you can see here, even I'm making mistakes. Some of it is just a matter of, figuring out the distance between me and the character that I need to do this move, And, that's part of the battle, everybody, when it comes down to doing these moves or learning the timing and the frames of your character to do these combos is, now think of it in Street Fighter as a way to basically, have a idea of the timing of your character. In Street Fighter, this is more of a way to help you find a way to start up your character and start up on the on the playstyle. Obviously, sometimes it's just a matter of figuring out the distance needed to reach these things. But I mean, you're probably thinking, Accureye, I don't understand how you're doing that so quickly. I always mess up on these combos whenever I'm trying them. How the heck do you get it done? And mostly, you gotta think of it as if you are playing a controller or if you are playing on an arcade stick. I prefer the arcade stick because obviously I can be much more precise on the arcade stick. But if you're on the controller or the arcade stick, just remember, there's going to be multiple taps of a button. You want to tap that button, and as soon as you tap that button, you move on to the next part of the combo. Don't wait for the animation. Remember, don't wait for the animation. If you've done it correctly, by the time you move on to the next combo, you'll see the startup animation or the frames start up for the next combo. And as you'll see here, I'm slowly getting it. I'm slowly getting it for Manat. Manat is not an easy person to learn the startup combos for. Her animations don't always make sense. And as y'all see here, I took a lot of time messing this one up, kind of going like, how do I figure this one out? And this is part of the battle of preparing for for stuff like Street Fighter or Dead or Alive, or just in general learning the game. Because again, it's not going to always be perfect. It's not going to be like you're going to have just one day where it's like all of a sudden you are perfect at the game. You are just doing everything right. I mean, that's just not going to happen, everybody. It takes hours, months, weeks to really prep yourself for whatever character you are. Sometimes, even for me, I have to redo these challenges or these trials just to really make sure that I still remember how to play this character. Obviously, I'm a bit of a jack of all trades. I obviously like doing the jack of all trades thing, just so that I can learn it. But again, just so I can learn about every character. But again, I have my certain standby characters, which I use just as a, as my hold off characters, and that's exactly what it is, everybody. It's just learning all these little things. It doesn't have to be perfect by any means, but like I've said, it is what it is. And obviously it'll take time to be able to realize that you're pressing things too much, you're doing the wrong motion, you're missing frames, but just remember, if you are having trouble with these combos or whatever, these startups, one of the biggest things I would recommend is the factor of saying, okay, remember that when I tap this button, for instance, whatever button it is, it could be a punch, it could be a kick, it could be the grab. When I tap this button, I will move on to the next button, And remember, this is a great way to help continuously gain the advantage against an online opponent. Most people never take time to learn these things, to learn their character startups, to learn their character. And this is nothing against a player. Again, this is nothing against the player. This is nothing against anyone who doesn't take time to learn these trials. But remember, these trials are built and are intended to help you better understand the character you want to play. Most people will never go over these. In fact, you'll see Tekken 7 doesn't actually have a combo or training practice where you can do this stuff. But, obviously I will show you what I'm talking about when it comes to Tekken. But yeah, it's it is what it is. And at the end of the day, that's exactly what it is. It's just a way for you to potentially, learn your character. Learn what you're doing. And obviously, as you can see here, I took a lot of time practicing this and doing the same thing over and over and over again. And eventually, as you can see right there, I actually got it. So, it's going to take time to learn these things. Some things, like this one, will be easy. Will be much easier for you to learn. Just remember, some are going to be, intuitive to you. They're going to be like, oh my gosh, I can do this just right off the bat. And obviously, you can, And obviously, as you'll see, you can, it's very intuitive sometimes. But, that's just what it is when it comes to Street Fighter. And hopefully this has helped you maybe better understand and maybe even make yourself an eventual better player, especially when it comes to learning the combos, learning all these things, because, yeah, it is what it is. And it does help you eventually. It does help you with learning your character, learning their style, and, doing what you need to do. But anyway, with that being said, thank you everybody for joining me today on this video. Thank you for being here. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for hanging out. If you like this video, you know what to do. Hit the like button, get subscribed, hit the bell notification, because I know you want to know when my next video drops next. Thank you everybody for joining me today on this video. And until the next one, everybody, this is Accureye signing out and saying... farewell, everyone. Oh, also, I'm live on Twitch at www.twitch.tv/Accureye. I'm live on Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday for 4 to 5 hours. But lately, I've been able to do a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday stream. And Sunday will always be a potential bonus stream, so keep an eye out for that. But with that being said, on Monday, Tuesday, and on Monday, Tuesday, and potentially Sunday, I will be on for about 2 to 3 hours. But with that being said, thank you everybody for joining me today on this video. Thank you for watching this video. And again, like I said, until the next one, everybody, this is Accureye signing on and saying farewell, everyone.